This is the output we're about to generate. Gold medal champs will be underlined. Then, next line, France, next line, USA, next line, Japan. That's what we're going to generate with our code. So here's our code. It's a script. What kind of a script? JavaScript. What do I do with the JavaScript? Well, I create a new array, and I assign to that array the names of 3 countries. The 0th element, France. The 1th element, USA. The 2th element, Japan. That's a new array with those contents, and I assign that to the variable L. The next thing I'm going to do is write something to my web document. Really, what are you going to write? I'm going to write this line. What's in that line? Well, first I send it a tag, an underline tag. Then I concatenate that with the string gold medal champs. Then I concatenate that with the end of underline tag so that it looks like this. Gold medal champs. But that's not enough. The next thing I do is I tell the system to write to the web document the equivalent of a carriage return line feed, so that the next printout appears on the next line rather than right next to it. On the next line it goes. The next thing that I do is I create a variable, an I, for iteration, and I give it the value 0. Now, while the following is true, do all of this. While the following is true, do all of this. While the following of what is true? Here's my condition. While I, which is currently 0, is less than the length of the array structure L. Well, what is the length of the array structure L? Well, positionally, France is the 0th element, USA 1th element, 2th element. But when you're doing a count, we start from 1. So it's 1, 2, 3. So the length is 3 elements long, 3 units long for the L array structure. While I is currently 0. Is 0 less than 3? Yes, it is. It begins processing. It says, I say to the system, listen, write to the web document the following. L sub I. Well, I is 0, so that means France gets printed out, plus, print out France plus carriage return line feed equivalent. And boom, next line is take I and increment it by 1. It's 0, it becomes 1. Jumps back up here and re-evaluates the while statement. The while condition, pardon me. And it says, is 1 less than the length of L, which is 1, 2, 3. Is 1 less than 3? Yes, it is. So it jumps down here, continues processing. Write to the web document L sub 1, which is USA, plus carriage return line feed. Drops it down to the next line. 1 is incremented to 2. Well, what does it look like so far? So far, I've got gold medal champs, France, and USA. Japan hasn't been printed out yet. This was the 0th element. This is the 1th element. And now it's just incremented 1 to 2. We're about to print out Japan. Jumps up here. Is 2 less than 3? Yes, it is. So it jumps down here to evaluate. This evaluated to true. So processing continues. Write to the web document the following. L sub I, which is 2. Japan gets printed out, plus a carriage return line feed equivalent. And now the system jumps to the next line. Increments 2 to 3. Now it jumps up here to evaluate the condition. Reevaluate the condition, I should say. And is 3 less than 3? No, that's false. 3 is not less than 3. 3 equals 3. 3 is not less than 3. Processing in this area stops. Processing begins at the next line, following the point of the while loop departure, which is right here, which is also the end of the script. So all processing now ceases. Wow. Save this, run this in Chrome. And that's what it looks like. Gold medal champs. Gold medal champs right there. Then what? France, USA, and Japan. France, USA, Japan in the array. And that's it. That's how you do this. And that's all I have to say for now. Thanks so much for listening. This is George Boole. Bye-bye.